up, everyone? It's the Weeb Viking here.
I have the power of God and anime on my side! Wait,
And today I would like to talk to you all about my impressions of Genshin Impact. First, I would like to say that I've been playing this game for a couple months now, and I'm absolutely enjoying every minute of it. I love everything from its gameplay mechanics, to the characters, and the world and the life that it brings. Genshin is an open-world action-adventure RPG gacha game. The amount of detail and the level of graphics in this game is astounding, especially when you remember that this game is found on the mobile app store. First, let's talk about the story. The story in this game is actually quite good, and there are 4 different types of quests in this game. Let me go over the quests.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Quests, story quests, world quests, and commissions. So first, let's start with the Archon quests. So Archon quests are quests following the main story of the game, which, slight spoiler warnings, is about 2 twins coming to a new world, Tevat, only to find a world in complete turmoil, and after deciding it would be best for them to leave and go on to the next, they were stopped by an unknown god, where after a bit of fighting, the player, you, choose which of the twins you would like to play, either the brother or the sister, and then you and the other twin you didn't choose are therefore split up. From here, you play the story trying to find your sibling, all while being thrown into the turmoil of this world. Now, I quite enjoyed the story that has been presented to us so far. There's so much love going into the story from Mihoyo that you can feel it in each and every chapter, from the characters to their backgrounds to the amount of world building and lore there is. Next up, there's the story quests, which are quests that follow a specific character and the current problems they or those around them are facing. These serve to bring us to understand each of these characters on a much deeper level and build a deeper connection with each of them. And honestly, they're quite fun, engaging, and really serve the overarching story well. Both the Archon and story quests, honestly, in my personal opinion, are really good, especially when, again, considering this game is found on the mobile app store. Now there's the world quests, which, as the name suggests, build upon the world as a whole.
Oh, really?
In my personal opinion, these quests are alright. They do serve to help with world building and all, but a lot of the times they're quite repetitive and a bit lacking in keeping the player engaged. And then there are the commission quests, which are daily missions that you get, which you get 4 of them a day. They're honestly missions that most of the time you just do them to get over with and get on with your day. Although sometimes you do get a rare commission here and there that are genuinely engaging and enjoyable. Which... Timmy, I'm so sorry for killing your pigeons. Okay, maybe not entirely. I do need those balls so I can make some sweet madames to keep my characters healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Then beyond Genshin's quests, there are things like co-op, events, Spiral Abyss, domains, world bosses, and weekly bosses, which let me just show you real quick what they're like.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so for domains, these are what domains are. They're dungeons where you fight off mobs of enemies, and at the end you get rewards like artifacts like this one gives, to talent books, to weapon upgrade material, and so on. Then after domains, there are weekly bosses, which this is one of them. You get a bunch of rewards from them 1 time a week for leveling up characters and making weapons and some artifacts as well, which the higher AR level you are, or adventure rank, the higher rewards you get from this and the higher chance of getting these higher rewards. Then there is the weekly bosses, which are like the Pyro Regisvine and the Primo Geovishap, which will give you again adventure rank, some character upgrade material or ascension material, artifacts, stuff like that. And again, the higher adventure rank you are, the better rewards you get, and the higher chance of getting the higher rewards you get. Then there's the Spiral Abyss, which is a dungeon that works off of floors. So each floor has 3 chambers each, and you try to beat each of them to get higher and higher in the Spiral Abyss. After you beat the first 8, which give you a lot of rewards from Primo Gems to money to all these different things, to then when you get to 9 and up, they give you the same rewards, but they reset every so often, so you can keep getting those rewards. With 8 and below, it's just a one and done. You beat it once, and the rewards are just that once. They don't reset. Then there's co-op system, which, as you can see right here, you can request to join other players, or players can request to join your world, which can be really fun. But one downside to it is if, say, you are adventure rank 35 and your friend is 45, He'll destroy everything in seconds.
I'm coming for you.
You'll get the rewards, he gets nothing.
NANI?!
Because, I mean, he can get the rewards from your world, but they're not going to be really anything that's useful for him. But they could be really fun and really enjoyable, especially when you guys are about the same level as well. Then there's the events, which right now is Marvelous Merchandise, where you can complete certain things and you get stuff like Primo Gems, Hero Wits, which levels your characters up, this, which is for enhancing weapons, Mora, which is money to buy things. They usually give out event after event. They're usually always around. Once this one's done, it'll be gone, and then the next one will be right there to replace it, usually. Then onto the characters. Each character, as we can see in talents, have normal attacks, elemental skills, and elemental bursts. And sometimes they're for attack, sometimes they're for buffing other characters or healing, really anything. And then some characters have skills that kind of do both. Then there's weapons. You can get 4 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars. When you have duplicates of them, you can go to refined and then get their skills higher, which in this case it goes from an additional 240 attack damage to an additional 300% attack damage, which honestly is kind of pog.
Yeah.
But anyways, weapons have specific stat upgrades, which are right up here, and then they have unique skills for their weapons that will do an additional ability, or say boost your stats even more. Just depends on the weapon, and the higher the level they are, the higher your stat increases, and then the higher refinement rank, the higher this is. Then there's the artifact system, which, you know, you got 5 different artifacts. You can get stat upgrades for them. You can get stat upgrades for combining 2 of the same artifact set together, or even 4 artifact sets. Just depends on how you like to play the character, what you want to do with them. And they usually give like crit damage, crit rate, elemental mastery, really anything in here. And you kind of want to find that sweet spot for what the characters do and what you kind of want to upgrade. And then from here, there's things like their weapon types. As you see in Diluc over here, he's a claymore user. Then you have Child or Tartaglia, which is a bow user, sword, bow, sword, pole arm, catalyst. You get the idea that they all have different types of weapons, they have different ways of using them, so they're all really unique and enjoyable to play. It just depends on your style and how you like to play. Then, last but not least, I'd like to talk about the Wish.
No, God!
Which is the summoning system, which, you know, what kind of gacha game would it be if it didn't have a summoning system? So on Genshin, they have 3 different types of banners you can pull at really any time. It's usually these 2 change, this one's always the same. So first there's the character event Wish, which is for specific characters where you can get an upgrade on them, which means for the first 90 pulls, because until you hit 90, 90 is the max for pity, which means that's the guaranteed 5-star character. The first time is a 50-50, so if you get him, it stays 50-50, but if you get another 5-star that's not him, the next time you hit pity, you will get him, or whatever character is on this banner. Then you have the weapon event Wish, which rates on this are really bad, to be honest, and I don't recommend pulling on this banner, but if you want to, go for it, but you don't really have to. Then there's standard Wish, which are the standard 5 stars from the characters to 5-star weapons as well on this. And then, you know, you get the 4 stars. As it says right here, every 10 wishes is guaranteed to include at least 1 4-star or higher item. And then, like I said, 90 is where you're guaranteed that 5-star. But you obviously can get a 5-star before 90, but 90 is that max. You can't get past, you know, you can't have no 5-star for more than 90. 90 is where you at least get 1. And a summon would look something like this. Let me just show you what it would look like. You know, here's 1 summon. You know, I got a blue, so a 3-star. Okay, skip. It's a weapon, it's a 3-star catalyst. Okay, and I got some Master List Stardust, which will accumulate to either get me another pool, or we can go there right now and show you, get me things like this, which are, you know, adventure experience, so you can level up your characters, ascension materials, things like that. And then down here, because I've already bought all of them this month. Then there's the Intertwined Fates, which are for the character event banner and the weapon event banner. And then the Acquaint Fate, which is for the standard banner. Then you got Star Glitter, which is what you'd get for if you got a 4-star that you already have, or even a 5-star you already have. But you can get even more pulls. You can get 4-star characters. As of right now, it's Razor and Amber. Then some weapons, some more Ascension materials. You know, you get the gist from here. And then, of course, it's a gacha game. You can buy yourself some crystals that'll turn into primo gems and do some summons or whatever it is you wish. Like, not this one. Like this. Buy these starter pack, the bundle. But what I'd really like to talk about is the good thing about this game is you don't have to pull from any of these banners.
Wait a minute.
You can play the entire game with the starting 4 stars and the main character that you get for free to play, and you'll be perfectly fine. I mean, yes, it'll be nice to have some of these characters like Tartaglia/Child or Rosaria Official. She's, Barbara, you get her for free, so she would be one of the players you already have. But you don't have to pull on any of these. Not this banner, not this banner, nor this banner. You can play the game in its entirety without pulling from any of these a single time and still have an enjoyable time. And the other thing, meta in this game doesn't really matter. It's more about play who you want to play, enjoy what you're playing, and just have fun with it. You don't have to worry about who goes best here, here. Unless that's what you really like and that's how you enjoy it, then by all means, do that. But if that's not what you like, then don't do it. You have full free reign to just mess around, play with whoever you want. Just have fun with it. I love that about this game. Now that I've given a rundown on Genshin and my personal opinion on it, there's one question that I should answer for all of you.
Okay.
Would I recommend Genshin Impact to any of you who don't already have Genshin and have been wondering about playing it? And to that, wholeheartedly, I would absolutely recommend anyone and everyone to at least try this game out. Really enjoyable, and when weighing the pros and the cons to this game, I personally feel I can recommend this with no doubt in my heart. And who knows, with all its future updates that MiHoYo has planned, it could very well solve a good portion of the flaws and become even more enjoyable than it even is right now. Anyways, that's it for my impressions of Genshin. I will possibly be making a video of ideas that I personally feel could improve Genshin quite a bit, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't already, join the Weeb Viking Discord server and check out my Twitch. They'll both be in the description below. And I hope to see you all on the next one. Peace.